Good morning, welcome to Yesterday Today for Tuesday the 19th of February. Thanks very much everyone who let me know about the feed problem I had yesterday with the main episode. It seems to be fixed now. I got in touch with my host and they sorted it out. Basically there was some sort of problem with my feed on their end, and they fixed it, so hopefully everyone can download the main episode if they want. It should all be fine. Today, we're going to be going back to the 19th of February, 1812. First up, we've got a story of a ballsy man named Weber. A gentleman by the name of Weber, who had performed several pedestrian feats, undertook on Wednesday for a bet of 100 guineas to drive 9 miles within half an hour and run 5 miles in another half an hour. Mr. W. started at the 2-mile brook near Colnbrook in a light sulky drawn by a fine blood mare and performed 9 miles in 4 minutes less than the given time. He then started on foot at the half hour and won by 6 seconds. Now, that's cutting it a bit fine, 6 seconds. And given that back in 1812, times could differ between town to town by sometimes up to like 30-40 minutes, even up to like an hour, I'm not sure I'd be overly happy to pay out on 100 guinea bet just by winning by 6 seconds. But there you go, take the man for his word, I suppose. Thursday morning, a dog belonging to Mr. Satchel of Edbury Street, Chelsea, bit his 2 daughters, a son and the servant girl. He afterwards ran after a large Newfoundland dog that was in the garden, but it escaped being bitten. The dog then got into the street and bit a soldier and a dog. There being no doubt that the dog was mad, Dr. Munro was sent for, who confirmed the opinion. The lad was bit in his right hand and each of his thighs, and is confined for considerable inflammation. Now, I'm not sure if they're trying to be sensitive there, but this is 1812 and it doesn't seem like they have a lot of sensitivity. But they decided that the dog was mad, so they called the doctor for reasons unheard of, because all the doctor did was come and confirm it and say, yep, he's definitely mad. I just had this line of men just staring at this dog going absolutely ape in the street, biting everyone that he sees. And them sort of saying, we think he's mad, doctor. And the doctor standing to one side going, I tend to agree, actually. Anyway, should we go get some tea? Just no one doing anything about it. Mental. On the first instance, at Wells Monthly Market, a large supply of cheese was pitched, which met a heavy sale. A considerable quantity of cheese has arrived in London Market, which has caused a decline in price for the article in that quarter. Sell, sell, sell! It's the great cheese crash of 1812. But interestingly enough, I found another story for cheese being really high priced. So apparently, cheese prices back in the 1800s were absolute bonkers. A volatile market. Maybe that's where you should have put your money. Just entire life savings into Dutch Edam. The next story, which I'll leave you on, is a little bit more dark histories. March of Intellect. 4 men applied to the magistrates at the Council House, Bristol, on Monday for advice on how to get themselves out of a haunted house without giving the usual notice to the landlord. They all declared that a ghost had made its appearance in their domicile, but differed in the description of the unearthly visitant. One declared, on the credit of his daughter, that while she was lying in bed, a woman with light hair and grey eyes and wearing a cap with lace strings had rushed by her, creating a wind. Another saw 2 women, one of them in mourning. A third quoted John Wesley as authority for the existence of ghosts. The parties wished to know if they were justified in leaving the house without giving notice to the landlord, observing that they had been to a lawyer, but that he was unable to advise them on the subject. In vain did the magistrates attempt to argue with them on the absurdity and improbability of the appearance. They all 4 regularly demanded to be put on their oaths, stating that blue fire had been seen, and they quitted the office firmly impressed with the reality of the vision and disappointed that the magistrates could render them no assistance. So call me a skeptic, but if they wanted to get out of the house without giving any notice, perhaps they should have squared their story first, right? Anyway, that was yesterday. This is today. Have a good one.